Welcome to Canicross One-on-One. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to start to run with your dog, what gear to use, how to adjust it, how to teach your dog to pull, the commands, and many more tips and tricks. First things first, your dog needs a pulling harness. We have two different pulling harnesses that are perfect for running with your dog, which is with a high pulling point, just like biking or skiing, for example. If you want to get started with Canicross, then the rush harness maybe is the best option for you. This one is super easy to put on the dog, fits super well for dogs with a shorter back, great for everyday use, and if you have a dog that doesn't pull all the time, this is also perfect. Second option, we have the Freemotion harness and the Freemotion harness 5.0. Difference between the two is that we have more options in size in the Freemotion, especially for smaller dogs, and the 5.0 has more padding in the neck. Comparing the Freemotion to the Rush, the Freemotion harness is more of a longer style harness with multiple adjustment points. It works very well for dogs that are pulling very hard all the time, and they are also great for racing.
First, adjust the side straps pretty snug. It's super important for the side straps to be fairly snug, so the harness keeps the pressure off your dog's throat. Use the two-finger rule to adjust the side straps accordingly. The side straps are exchangeable if they get worn. When loosening up the straps and adjusting the size, make sure that both sides are just as long, and to put the strap back into the buckle afterwards to secure it in place. When adjusting the back strap, make sure that the end of the back strap is coming to the base of the tail. Use the two-finger rule. Check behind the armpits so the harness is not rubbing there. These ones should not pass the last ribs of your dog for a perfect fit. Check the fit on your dog while your dog is pulling. This will give you the best idea of how it fits.
A little bit more about running gear for yourself. We recommend the Canicross Belt 2.0. The belt takes away the pulling force from the lower back, and it promotes a very good running technique. The front piece of the Canicross belt has a moving carabiner. This makes that even if your dog is pulling off center, you will not lose balance. Last but not least, we have the bungee leash in 2 meter. This one is super nice because it takes off all the strain of your dog's and your own back. If you have a smaller dog, the touring bungee might be better. We have many sizes that can fit any type of dog. Line out is basically your dog standing in front of you with a bungee leash tensed, facing forward and ready to go. Why do we teach our dogs line out? First is that we want our dogs to be focused and calm at the start. So this is super nice to teach straight away from the start and the beginning. Secondly, it saves your back and your dog's back, because if your dog is standing with the bungee leash already stretched, you will not have this great shock at the beginning of your run. Third, if your dog is not a natural puller, this might be step one in teaching your dog in how to pull. Step one in teaching line out is to put your dog in a harness, take a bungee leash, tie your dog around a tree or a pole. From this first step, you're not going to use any commands. You're just gonna lure your dog with a treat into a pull. Step two, if you see that your dog is comfortable in pulling and hanging in the harness, you can start to add a command. So you can say pull, line out, whatever you would like to use. Step three, you're gonna do the same. You're gonna lure your dog into a pull, but you're gonna stand beside your dog instead of in front. And you can also use the command each time you say pull or line out. You give a treat and you let your dog make the line tense. Step four, you can use treats or toys. We will start with the treats first. Easiest is to use a bowl because it's more visual for your dog where the treat is than when it's just spread out on the floor. Use a bowl, put it a little bit away from your dog. Maybe use a person to help you to just drop a treat in the bowl. And you're gonna say line out. When your dog is tensing the line, you're gonna give even a start sign. You can say okay, and then you just walk to the bowl while your dog is pulling, and just hold back and let your dog work towards the bowl. Step five is to put the bowl a little bit further away. Put a treat in it, make sure your dog sees it, walk the other direction with your dog, and then you run towards the bowl. But you're just gonna each time do the same step. Say line out, make your dogs tense the line, make them stand still so they're calm. say, okay, go, whatever you want to use, and then you walk towards the bowl. Step 7, now it's gonna get usually a little bit difficult for the dogs. If they know to run towards the bowl, they are used to run towards something that's visual. Now we're gonna make it non-visible anymore. So now you're gonna put the bowl behind a corner. It doesn't have to be far behind the corner, maybe just 10 meters behind the corner, so you don't see it anymore. Walk back, take your dog with you, and then you just do again. Line out, start signal, go, and you run around the corner. The first times your dog maybe will not pull properly because he doesn't understand, he can't see the treat, doesn't really know what he is working for. But just walk there, even though he doesn't pull correctly, go to the bowl, let him take the treat, and then try again. And after a couple of times, they will know that, oh, even if I don't see the bowl or my ball or toy, then they will still find it, and they will know that it will come wherever you are. The goal is that you will manage to make or put the bowl away so far, so you can make one whole lap, or like when you are at your car, that you have the bowl with the treat or something at the car where the finish is. So that's basically why you can use line out to teach your dog from 0 to pull. If you don't have another dog who already knows how to pull and can teach your dog a little bit, this would work for any dog, basically. Keep in mind that motivation is key to success. Keep your sessions short and fun. That's why I also like to work with treats and toys. The dogs, they get a special reward after their session. Try to keep or try to give them a toy or treat that's specific for training. They don't get it any other time outside of training, so it makes them really eager, and it's something really special to strengthen their bond after training. How to teach your dog directions. This is actually super simple, also something you can already do with puppies. Just go on any hike or walk with your dog, and each time you're going to the left or the right, you're gonna say a direction. If you see that your dog is already looking into the right direction, you can say, okay, and then go the right direction. Maybe sometimes you have to guide them with a leash, but you will see after no time they will understand left and right, and it's super easy to teach your dog directions before you're gonna start with Canicross. Which commands should I teach my dog? The best ones are start and stop to start with, directions, left, right, straight ahead. And to make it a little bit more difficult, you can start with passing commands or anything else you would need for Canicross. Passing commands, they can be a little bit more difficult to teach your dog, but it's super nice if your dog understands them. This you can also train in off-season. When there's no dogs around, you can start with this. The thing you can do is like choose a command. I use hold left and hold right because my dogs already know left and right. So when I'm passing a person, I tell my dog to hold one side of the road. This you can teach, for example, in summer. You can walk even on the road, and you can just switch sides. Like I would walk on the street and say, hold right, go to the right, maybe guide my dog in the beginning, and whenever she is staying on the right side, I say, okay, if I see she wants to switch sides, then I'm correcting again. I say, no, hold left or hold right. If she's not doing the right thing, I just gently take her with her collar, put her on the right side of the road. Sometimes you will have to do it many times, but it works very well. Before you start your training sessions, remember to not feed your dog, but rather hydrate your dog with some water. So around 2 to 1 hour before a training session, just give your dog a tiny portion of water. It depends on the dog's weight, so just try to figure out something what works for your dog. For Ska, for example, she's 25 kilos, she gets around 300-400 milliliters of water. And I just put some bait in the water, so use some treats, a little bit of fish oil, something that makes it tasty for your dog, but doesn't look like a portion of food. So just add something to the water that makes it more tasty, so they will drink and hydrate themselves. It's super important not to feed your dog before any physical activity. So I would advise to at least 3 to 5 hours before any training session, they should not have eaten any food, or at least 3 hours before, a very, very tiny portion. This is to avoid stomach turns, which can be fatal for any dog. Another super important tip is to always warm up and cool down your dog. Same for us, if we go running, we always start slow and then make it more intense. So for the dogs, super easy, just go and walk them first so they can go and do whatever they have to do. And then afterwards you can make it a little bit more intense. Walk maybe first for 5 minutes, jog 5 more minutes with them on a leash before a pulling session, and then you're ready to go. For cool down, just do very similar. Don't let your dog drink immediately after a training session, because they are usually maybe have some slime or are very eager to drink, so then they are gasping up so much air and water. This helps for avoiding stomach turns in dogs. So I always first walk them at least for 5 to 10 minutes, then I go back to my car and then they get a portion of water. What can you teach your puppy? The first thing you can start with is basic routines. So line out, directions, taking him with you to competitions, sniff up the atmosphere and all the sounds, feed them in different places than your home. So once they get stressed or whatever, they would still eat and drink everywhere.
If you need any extra help, just reach out to your local Canicross club. Or if you need a training program, you can join one of our free online courses made by a world champion. Thank you for watching and good luck on your Canicross adventure.